Welcome to the Mixed Figure Pals. Hi, I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mixed Figure Pals. Hi, I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the Crystal Palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me, true player for real, ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing, and that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. What up, y'all? What up? I said, what up, y'all? What up? What's up? What's up? Okay, what y'all doing? What y'all doing today? It's raining outside. How you doing, cat? What up? You hear me? I said, what's up? Okay? We get ready to throw some sky up in this place. We get ready to throw some sky up in here because we got some things to say to you, Sky. Since you want to come after me, we ain't having it, Sky, with your sky looking self. You look like your name. You look like a sky. Okay? Okay. Give me a second here. I'm getting my coffee warmed up. Let's go find Sky. Okay, let me find her. Okay, here we go, y'all. Oh, y'all. I get to texting and forgetting where I'm at. Okay. Oh, this ain't Sky, y'all. What the heck? Skies. This is Sky's World. Girl, she's talking about some Sky's World. Sky World of what, honey? Sky's World of what? What world do you have? The dusty world, right? Is that the dusty world? Okay. Okay. All right, give me a second here, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta get my player status going. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Not that kind of player status, but you know, I'm a player for life. But I'm not a player like I'm loyal to my man. You know what I'm talking about. Hash Browns. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to get this going here. There we go. All right. Okay, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get you going. Now, Sky, what you got to say? Let's find out where you got to say. Where you at, Sky? Did you do it? Was it a live, girl? Okay, now let's talk about some things. Okay. All right. Here we go. Is this where you was talking stuff? No, I don't think that's where you was talking stuff. I'm trying to find your short. Do you have anything where you want to talk about it? But Sky, you know, I was just wondering. I was wondering what you talking about, honey. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna share this out. Okay, let's put Sky up in the mix. How you doing, Nicola? Who else then came up in here? Sky, we got some for you. We're gonna talk about you today, girl. But we're not gonna talk about the reaction that you did on Mimi. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about how you living, okay? Since you want to act like you got it going on, let's talk about how you living, child. Let's talk about shelter. We talk about shelter. We go there. Now listen, y'all. Let me have a real conversation with you, my crystals. Y'all got to get my numbers up now. Now I'm working hard now. I am working hard over here. Now, what I need y'all to do is like, share, and subscribe. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. That's all y'all gotta do. Okay? And support me. So just support a sister, okay? Okay? Let's try.
What's up, y'all? Welcome
So
back.
let's read your first of all, let's read your title. Let's read your title. Let's read your title, dear. Okay, let's read her title. Y'all ready? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make me for lunch, y'all. Cause I'm at the house today. I gotta clean up my house. Cause I don't have my house would never look like Sky's. All I'm doing is working from home. See, Sky, let me tell you something. The difference between you, me, and me. Well, besides I look better than you. And besides, I don't have no couch dweller in my house. Nope, not my son ain't even couch dweller, okay? My son even make money, okay? Now, and he only 9 years old. Now, which he makes more money than that raggedy man that you call a man. He ain't no man, okay? So let's have that conversation. I'm gonna put your name in the title, okay? I'm gonna put your stinking name in the title, okay? Okay. So let's start off. Now, I have a choice to work from home or I can go to my business. Today I said, well, I'm gonna work from home because like I told you, I got a couple of clients. The other client I already took care of, that was online, okay? You get what I'm saying? Sky, I'm a jack of all trades, baby. Okay. I can do a lot of different things at the same dang on time. Okay. All right, girl. Now, let me figure out what I'm gonna make for lunch. I'm gonna eat today. I think I'm gonna do some broccoli. Yeah, I'm gonna do some broccoli and some carrots. I got a taste for some carrots and broccoli. How about y'all? What y'all got a taste for? And you know what? I am gonna do I'm gonna step out today, but sometime I don't know if I'm gonna step out today, but I need to go get those little plug-ins. I want the little plug-ins that smell good. That's what I want today. I'm gonna go get that. Okay. So I can put my essential oil in. Okay. Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk. First of all, let me speak to everybody. Okay, they just came in. Okay. Let's see. How you doing, Mysterious? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace, girl. How are you doing? Okay. Can you make a playlist for your videos? Usually listen to while I'm working. Okay. I got one, but I could add more. I'm gonna add more to that list. Okay. I'm gonna add more to the list. Yes, ma'am. You need more watch hours. Yes, ma'am. I do. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, and what I'm gonna go ahead and do is put more of these other videos up here. I don't have the videos that I'm supposed to. You're right. You are so right. I do need to go ahead, and when I get off of her, I'm gonna go in and fix my channel to you guys' liking. Okay. I'm gonna go in and get that playlist going for you. Because you're right. You are absolutely right. Thank you so much for your suggestion for me. I really do appreciate that. See what I'm talking about? Jasmine, you see how I didn't get upset because one of my crystals gave me some feedback and what she needed me to do for my channel in order for me to go ahead and do what I'm supposed to do, the right things, because she likes my commentary. So she's trying to help me out, Jasmine. The same way your people sat over there and try to tell you something, you want to argue with them. My people just say, hey, Dr. A, could you do a playlist? I'm like, oh, I do have one, but you know what? You're right. I do need to upgrade it. You didn't say upgrade it, but I know I need to because I'm going to put some more of these good videos on her. Okay. Thank you so much, sis. Okay. I appreciate you. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk the talk that we talk. Okay, y'all. Please share this out. Please let people know that we're live over here because it's, what is everybody else doing? Today is Saturday. You know what I'm saying? It's time. Well, Craig told him you might as well smoke you some wacky tobacco, boy. Yeah. Well, I'm not asking y'all to do that though, but I'm just saying y'all might as well listen to Dr. A. In between y'all shopping, chilling at home, whatever you got to do, it's all good. Okay. That's what all y'all got to do. Okay. Let's do us. Okay. Let's do us. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta turn this down. Okay, yeah, we are live. Okay, all right, we are live. I shared it out on my platform. Hopefully, y'all would do the same. Share it out on you guys' platform. Okay, if y'all can post in some words and let people know we live. How you doing, Paulette? Hey, Dr. A, I should have been paid for looking out for these dummies. He should have been paid for looking out for these dummies. Girl, I do need to be paid for them. I do need to be paid for these hookers. Okay, you ain't lying about that. Tell them again. They don't understand. Okay. All right, Paulette. All right, so let's go ahead and start where we need to start at. Can y'all share it out, please? Can y'all share out to other groups or wherever y'all are in the existence of here to let people know we live? Okay, I appreciate y'all. All right, this is for you, me, because we tired of this. Now, we ain't going to play these games. We tired of this. How you doing, Tangela Spangela? We tired of this, maybe. We ain't going to let them do this. We ain't going to let them do this. This is not right. This is not right, okay? Hold on. Okay. First of all, let's read the title. Haters are going to hate even when you try to do better. Girl. Sure. Okay, so haters gonna hate, okay, when you try to do better. Well, are you trying to do better though, Sky? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it like this, Sky. Are you working? Do you have a business? Okay. Is your house cleaner than it usually used to be? Let's start with those 2 points. Those 3 points I just named. I said number one, are you working? Do you all have another visible income? Is your man working? Does he have a certain type of visible income other than SSI, food stamps, and that kind of thing? And that's not no knock on people get SSI, because even getting SSI, you can certainly do a part-time job or a hustle. Okay, so does your man have a hustle? Right? Is your house clean? Okay, is your hair looking better? Or are you looking neater, cleaner? Do you come up in here dressed decently? Okay. Let's start with those couple of points. Okay. Now, so we were talking about people are hater. Now, how are we hating when hating would imply? Okay, let's think about the definition of hate. Let's talk about that. Are y'all here? Are y'all listening to Dr. A? Because, like, listen. I got something to say. Okay. So hopefully everybody listening to me. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. Now, haters. Okay. Haters definition. Okay. Let's look at what haters definition is. Okay. It says a person who greatly dislikes a specific person or a thing. Okay. So a negative or a critical person, right? She found it's difficult to cope with the haters. Okay, so that's informal. Okay, so right. Okay, so haters. I don't think you're using haters in the way the dictionary uses haters. Right. So the way that you're using haters is if we're hating because you got something that we want. Right. That's how you're using the hater terms, right? That's how you're using the hater terms, right? Are we on the same page, y'all? So she's using the way when she says haters, she means in like when we're referring to people who hate on others because they're jealous of what this person may have. Okay, so let's be clear. Okay, I want to have a real conversation now. Is my house in a disarray? I'm in the process of deep cleaning today. I'm doing a deep clean right now, right? So of course I'm gonna throw here, I'm gonna throw this here, I'm gonna throw that here because I'm deep cleaning. So I'm gonna take all the rugs out the bathroom, okay? So I can wash those, okay? Because that's what people do when they clean it, right? So I'm gonna roll up this rugs that's in the kitchen because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sweep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spot mop it or do a little shampooing, just a little bit of shampooing of the rug. Well, I have to see. It don't look like it's bad. I probably don't need to shampoo, but I definitely need to vacuum it. Right? That's different. Right? Now it's a difference. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about it too. Do I have roaches? No. Okay, let's talk about that. Now, Sky, do you have roaches? See, when you say that people are hating on you, it would imply that you have something that they want. You don't have nothing that they want. Your man is fat. Okay, and I'm not talking about fat like fluffy fat. Now there is a such thing as an overweight love in the house. Now those are fly fat motherfuckers. fat motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a such thing as a fly, fat dude. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them. I seen a fat, overweight lover that like dresses nice. He smells good. You know what I'm saying? He was just big. But then he said, you know what? I'm going to work out. So he started working out and got muscles. Okay. So those are different than an overweight lover that may be a little bit overweight, right? And that's a difference. See, Heavy D coined that. He was like, I'm an overweight lover in the house. Oh, wait. See, what you got is blubber. You got blubber. You got a fat cat over there. They're crying, living with his mama. See, that kind of stuff. See, that type of man, nah. We don't need that. See. We're talking about a man that got a job. See, I like the way job smells. See, when a man come home for work, oh my God, that is so sexy. That is so sexy when a man come home, when your black king come home from work and he didn't work to his bristles to the bone, where his hands may have a little dirt on them, where he might have a little dirt up under his nails because he didn't try to fix something, he didn't fix something at work or whatever. And he's like, wait a minute, babe, I gotta wash my hands. That is sexy. You understand what I'm saying? That's sexy when a man is taking care of all of his responsibilities. Oh my God. When he's taking care of his children, when he's loving on you, when he bring home that check and lay it in your hands. Oh God, that's so sexy. Woo, Lord, make me tangle all over my yummy. Oh my God, I be so in love. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, ooh. Okay, that's sexy. Now let's talk about what you got. Let's talk about what you got. How you doing, LaToya? Let's talk about what you got. You got a fat ninja who smell like couch. Okay? He smells like couch, girl. You won't even let him work because you so insecure. You are so insecure that you don't want this ninja to go out and work. You want him to sit on YouTube and make videos. Explain that to me. Explain that to me, sisters in the crystals. Explain that to me, sisters in the crystals. Would you rather your man be on YouTube smelling like couch, being a non-overweight fat lover, okay, smelling like a couch dweller, looking at you, looking at him? Is that what y'all want, my crystal sisters? My rose quartz? My amethyst? Is that what you want? Is that what y'all want? Is that what y'all want? I don't think y'all do. Let me answer for you. You don't want that. You don't want that in a man. A man. You don't want that in a man. No. No. Okay? So, by you not wanting it in a man, okay? In a man, okay? In a man, you don't, and that's another thing, Scott. Now, you say people hating on you. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is this here. Now, there probably are some people in the Crystal Palace who may have had a crackhead for a baby daddy, but you left him because he was on crack. Okay, and that's good. So I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you. But if a crackhead leaves you, not you dumped him. Not you say, well, you on crack, you got to get out of here. I can't deal with it no more. You know what I mean? I'm not dumping you because, listen. At least you had sense enough to get out, okay? Girl, you got dumped by a crackhead. How do you get dumped by a crackhead? Please talk to me. Talk back to me. Listen, my sisters, talk black to me. How do you get dumped by a crackhead? Okay, crack kills. Crack kills. Okay? Now, how do you get dumped by a crackhead? Now, let's talk about it. Okay? Okay, so how would I hate on you? And I've never been in a relationship with a crackhead. I'm just saying. I never been with a man who had to jump out of a window to get away from me. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. And Scott, I don't think you ugly. I think you look ugly because you don't fix yourself up. I think that's what makes you ugly. But I don't think you're aesthetically ugly. I think you let yourself go. I think you let yourself go. And I think I've seen some pictures of you back in the day, and I thought you were really cute back in the day. But you ain't shit now, okay? I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And I know this is probably gonna hurt some people's feelings, but I really don't give a damn, all right? I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Somebody need to talk to you, okay? I'm talking to you, okay? Now, so hater, what do you have that we want to hate on, honey? Because you ain't gonna do nothing but destroy that house. You are on Section 8. I'm not on Section 8. I'm paying market rent. Now, why would I hate on somebody on Section 8? That means that the government is basically watching over you. That means the government says that if you make a certain amount of money, they're going to take your Section 8 voucher away. That's kind of what happened a little while ago because you wanted to work at Burger the King. Okay? And I'm just saying, girl, the last time, and this is no disrespect because a job is a job is a job. This is no disrespect. But let me tell you something. The last time I worked at Burger the King, I was like 17 years old. Okay? I hadn't worked for a fast food restaurant since I was 19. Okay? I'm just saying. Just saying. The rest of my jobs have been corporate. And I did do a Jiffy Lube job one time. That was just like a quick job before I got hired at the casino. I was taking that job so I could get hired at the casino because I was waiting on them to call me back. You understand what I'm saying? But most of my jobs, majority of my jobs, I've owned businesses or I worked as at corporate in the corporate world. Okay. I'm just saying. You 30-something, 40-something years old, working at Taco Bell. I mean, a job is a job is a job, right? That's no put down. But I'm just telling you, like, you have nothing I would want. Your ninja alone says nobody wants him, girl. No, not one. Nobody want him. Not nobody want him. Because you have to clean him up. How you doing, Darla? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Okay, that's my girl. What's up, Darla? Okay, how you doing, Teresa? Okay, girl. Latoya, what's up, girl? You know you my girl too. You Polly, all of y'all my crystals. You hear me? Breaking crab legs and eating right. Fried fish. All the business hating on what? I'm confused, girl. Do I have roaches? No, exactly. Okay. How you, Cancer? Hey, Cancer. I love chicken. You love chicken, girl. You love chicken. You heard about that chicken George, girl. I love chicken, but I don't do drumsticks every night. Ain't no way, girl. Wine trash, you and your deadbeat is what? Wrong. LOL. We laughing out loud at your little funny looking self. Okay. What's up, Pine Nation in the house? My girl Pineapples. Now, leave my pineapples alone, y'all. Don't you mess with my pineapples now. Here. Y'all leave pineapples alone. Okay. What's up, pineapples? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Okay. I definitely don't want the POS of a life called a man. He is broke and a freeloader, girl. And let me add it to you, a couch dwelling son of a gun. You hear me? Never. I am one if one's right. Their husband pays our bills. Right. Ooh, you're one of the ones that your husband pays your bills. We have one over here. Okay. No, ma'am. Let me tell you something. How you doing, Lynn? What's up, baby? Leave Lynn alone. Live. Don't get mad because she said you was cool with Chris. If you like Chris and you trying to get Chris attention, that's what you was doing. If Lynn said you was doing that, then that's what you was doing. She ain't gotta lie. What's up, Walk? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Walk is like, oh Lord. How you doing, Pamela? You know what, Pamela? I got some string fellas and my distant relatives, girl. Did you know that, girl? Did I tell you this before? Girl, I got some straight up string fellas. I said, what the heck? When I was doing my DNA, when I was going down my family tree, girl, some spring fellas walked up in there. You hear me? Sky, Diamond, Olivia, and Jasmine, girl. Sister wives and bums, boyfriend, and the kid to the home of all day. But house is still dirty. Girl, she at home all day in that house. And that house is disgusting. You heard me? Okay. All right, y'all. Did I speak to everybody? How you doing, Mrs. Jones? Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. Duh. Okay. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. Did I speak to everybody? I done got caught up. Okay, y'all. Let's continue. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, pineapples. I had to do a replay of your video, girl. You are crazy. It's that thing. You inspired this video. This video is inspired by pineapples. This video is inspired by Mimi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go.
Back to another video. Welcome
I
back.
mean, you act like your hair is fleek. You need to have shaved that stuff off and started over. For real, you really need to get you a low haircut or something. You need to get you some hair that like got bangs in it. I mean, ain't nothing. You know, if you got a big forehead, you got a big forehead. That's okay. It is what it is. But you got to wear hairstyles that fit the big forehead. That's all I'm saying. When you got something going on, you gotta kind of fix it. You know, you take the part of yourself that you don't like and you make it pretty. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that, y'all. I'm a pillar for that. I feel that. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, let's go.
So in this video, y'all, as always, I gotta address the drama because ain't nobody.
Well, what drama do you have to address, child? What drama do you have? That's the only time people watch your videos is when you address the drama and they look at you because you're a train wreck because your house is trifling. That's the only reason why people look at you. You do understand that, girl. If you wouldn't been talking about me, would nobody care? I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Ain't nobody gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Only reason why we watching your videos because you talked about Mimi, and you know that. So that let me know that you being slick. You know nobody like you, Sky, because you are dusty. Because you are dusty, and you mistreat that oldest daughter. In our opinion, over here, you are dusty, and you can tell. You know what? You don't want nobody bringing up your name. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't want nobody telling on you. You'll get mad if somebody start talking about you. I know you would. You get mad. You sit over there crying. You know why? Because your mama didn't raise you to not give a damn about what people think. And that's your problem. I don't know why. How you going to start a YouTube channel and you care about what people think? If I was you, I would not care about what people think. We can react on you. This ain't personal. This ain't personal for with most of us. We just talk about what we see. If y'all wouldn't put this rickety, raggedy mess out here, we wouldn't have anything to say. We wouldn't even react on your channel because most of these channels we talk about train wreck videos. These are train wreck action videos where we basically talk about hookers like you because of the way that you keep your lifestyle, the way that you nasty and trifling. We wouldn't even talk about you if you hadn't did that. If you don't do that, we wouldn't have nothing to say to you. But of course, you are what? Sky. You're like, ew, ain't got to address the drama. You be talking about me. Me, love. You know what I mean? So we like, okay, well, let's talk about it. But you want this hate that you call hate. This ain't hate, girl. This is reality. We talking about you. We talking about you because you a bug. We talking about you because you're an embarrassment. We talking about you because it's embarrassing. You're not embarrassed, girl. You should be more embarrassed of your life than we are. We pity you. I'm just. It's just the opposite. It's not hate, Sky. It's we pity you. We do pity you. At least I pity you. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for your children. I feel sorry that your children have to go up with a bum a mama. That's what it is for us. We feel sorry for you. We really feel sorry for you. It's not a hate. It's a I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry that you don't want better for your life. That's what it is, Sky. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for all you little bum bees. I do. I feel sorry. So it's not hate. Do you know what hate is? You would have to have something. And even people that have something more than I have, I still don't hate on them. I'm not hating on them. I'm not going like, oh, they got more than I got. Like, no, I'm looking at them like, wow, how can I get it? You know what I mean? That's what it is. And nobody's looking at your stinking, stupid, funky, tonk life and saying, how can they get what you got? You don't have anything, baby. Let's go.
People ain't got nothing better to do. Nothing.
Listen, this is just spare time, a little change that I'm getting. I'm just on here to promote my business. So, okay, that's what y'all say. The same thing. Y'all say the same things over. Oh, y'all ain't got nothing better to do. You don't have nothing better to do but to post nasty stuff that how trifling your house is. You the one that don't have nothing better to do but to show this stinking life. You don't have nothing better to do but mistreat that oldest daughter because she want to become something differently than you. Okay, because you afraid, you jealous of your daughter. Now let's talk about jealousy. Okay, let's talk about hater. You a hater of your children that want to be better and do better. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about you taking your daughter's money that she got off that cash app. You little bum. Let's talk about that. But you don't want to talk about that. You know why? Because you are stupid. Because you are stupid. You stupid dupid. That's what you are. Okay? Let's go. So you can wipe your eyes, stomp your feet, but at this end of the day, you can't beat. Okay? Let's go.
Better to do. Excuse me, y'all. I need to be getting ready for bed, but I had to address this since they want to come for me.
So if you wanted to get, girl, what is that dent in your head? Is that your forehead or did you get beat up? Girl, what is that on your forehead? Are you okay? Is that a mark? Is that a vein? What is that on your forehead, girl? What's wrong with you? You would have been a cute girl had you taken care of yourself. Wouldn't nobody cared about that big forehead if you had just taken care of yourself and loved on yourself more. But you don't care. It ain't nothing about you having all them children. You know, how many times have you been homeless? Let's talk about that. Let's go.
I'm gonna make me a coin off of you. Okay. So first of all, yeah, because the
What coin are you? Let me see. Sky, you don't get that many. 2,000. Oh, because you talk. Okay, 2,000. You just now getting these videos. You got to. Do you understand that you have to do drama to get your views up? Have you thought about that? Do you understand that your talent? You don't have the talent and what it takes to be the YouTuber that you think that's in your head. That's not a reality check. Check, baby. Check, baby. 1, 2, 3. You know you be having babies. You be having babies for checks, you know, for YouTube. See, they used to have babies for check for welfare because they would get more money for having babies for welfare. Remember, now YouTube do it. Now they have babies for YouTube to get more money. That's what Jasmine did. That's what Olivia did. That's what Olivia trying to do now. She's still talking about a baby. I said, you serious? Okay. You cannot be serious. No. No. Okay. Babies. Okay. So again, what do you have? I'm still lost. Can y'all please educate me on what this girl have that somebody would want to hate on? Girl, I know people that's down that is on Section 8 too. Okay, and they don't want what you got either, and they don't have what you got. They don't have, they're not even living low class like you do. They on Section, they got their nice little place, they working, they going to school, they try to do something to better themselves. They long stop, and guess what, they're able to use monies. They have grants and different things, that scholarships that's helping them go through school so they can get out, so they can get off of Section 8. Section 8 is not supposed to be forever. It's supposed to be a hand up, not a hand out. Hello? Let's go.
their favorite reactors already saying, I'm making all this up about somebody harassing me. I'm making it up.
Well, you know what? You know who's probably harassing you? Have you ever thought about it? Can I tell you something? You know that boy, you know your baby, your boyfriend. He ain't your husband, so we're going to quit playing the game. Your little boyfriend came up here and basically told us the juice on you. Your children, you treat your children, you treat his son wrong. You mean to his son, but you treat everybody else mean. He said you evil. Okay, he done already gave us the 411 on you. Okay, this and you took him back, Okay, because nobody else wants your little sorry tail. And he took you back because his mama put his tail out because she didn't want no bum laying up under her. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's set some rules. No, we ain't gonna set no rules. Let's just talk about this. Okay, now when you understand where you going with this, right? You understand that could have very well been him sending the messages. As far as I'm concerned, he could have sent you those messages because he's trying to make you take your mind off of what he's doing. And maybe that's somebody he messing around with. Maybe he's trying to get him another woman that he can go and stay with because he tired of staying with you because you mistreated son. That's what he said. And y'all never address that. You want to address that. I want you, you always talking about you want to address something. Why don't you address that man not treating you right? Why don't you address that man clowning you? Can you address that? That'll be a good thing to address. Can you address the fact that he basically said that you was using, that you was a user and you was a bum too? Can you address that? Can we have that conversation? You always want to want to address the wrong things here on these YouTube streets. Let's address the fact that he was when he was saying that you mistreated son. Do you mistreat his son? Are you a mistreater? Are you a oozer? You know what that is, right? AB, you know, are you AB and his child? That's what I want you to address. I don't want you to address anything else but that. Let's have that conversation. It's funny how you don't want to talk about that, though. You want to address everything else but that. You don't think that's weird, y'all, that she want to address that? She want to address the wrong things. I peep you, though. You try to scurry away from the issues. Let's talk about that man. Let's talk about him and why he came back to your home, but why he was out and about. And he said those things about you. He did videos because I got it posted on my live. I got it posted on my thing. He talked about you. So I want you to explain, or are you mistreating his son? See, you want to talk about Mimi and all these other reactors you say. You know, let's not talk about the reactors. Let's talk about what's going on in your household since you want to talk about something. Let's talk about that. You know, for as I'm concerned, maybe it's a woman that's reaching out to you. Maybe it's a woman that he's probably messing around with that's sending you these threats. The so-called threats. If somebody's sending you threats. Hello? You just like Jasmine. Jasmine used to always come up here and try to blame reactors for everything in her life. And guess what? It was the whole time it was Olivia. Olivia was doing all this stuff. Right? But then when y'all want reactors to help y'all out, then y'all coming in with begging. Oh, please help me. I know it wasn't y'all. Remember, Sky, when those messages went to Chrissy and went to everybody else, and it said it was you. You was popping up in people's chats, and you said that wasn't you. So you don't think that would be the same thing, or you just want to go after me because maybe channel larger, because maybe has a better time and she be on your top. Is that what it is? Hey, probably if I got that from you on somebody's top, okay? You know, so that's a problem. You don't like nobody on your top, but you want to try to come to somebody else's top. Girl, go get your forehead fixed. Go get your forehead, and I'm not talking about your forehead like it's ugly. I'm talking about your brain. Go get your brain, your cranium fixed, because there's something wrong with you. Okay, let's continue.
And I done ran out of content, so I'm making videos and lives about this because I'm making it up and all of this. I'm on one of my phones right there, but here's my other phone right here. Okay, honey, not run out of content. That's like I said, I'm on my.
Talk about something else. You scaring away from the issue. Let's talk about something else. Can we talk about your relationship with your mama? Don't you think you need to fix that? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the relationship with you and your daughter. See, these are issues that you need to worry about. You be worried about the wrong things. I notice here on the YouTube streets that a lot of y'all get up here, a lot of these mommies in this sector. And listen, I'm only dealing with these mommies. Don't come up here going, Dr. A, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Stay in your role. Stay out of what I do over here. Okay? Let's talk about it. I'm asking a good question, a vital question. My question to you is, what's up with the relationship with you and your mama? Because you like to come up here and try to clown your mama every chance you get. Because you mad for some reason. You jealous of your foster siblings, right? You jealous because you want more time than they should get, than you should get. And you ain't gonna get that kind of time. Okay? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your jealousy. Because you are apparently are jealous. That you sat up here and talked about these kids, so you want these children to go back to foster care because you're miserable. I peep how you are. I peep how you operate. Regardless to what's going on with the children, apparently they're in a better place than they was before they got there. How about that? But you want to hate on them because you want all you because you wanted to lay up under your mama. Because you was mad your mama wouldn't let that ninja sleep in that house. And you sleeping outside. You don't think that's illy form. I'm asking you a straight up question. Okay? Let's have that real conversation. I don't think you want to have a real conversation. I think you just want to scurry away from the issues. I peep that. I don't like it when people do that. I don't like it when people talk about everything else but what they supposed to be talking about. We're not here to talk about my life. We're not here to talk about a reactor's life. You all are the ones that post your life on here. Let's have a real conversation about reactor versus you call yourselves a content creator. Let's have that conversation. You all are content creators. So you all are posting your lives to get commentaries on them, to get reviews, to get discussions. A reactor or a person that's doing commentary on your channel is not supposed to be being reviewed. Now, some of y'all can disagree with it all you want to, but I'm telling you that ain't how it works. We talking about y'all lives because y'all posting y'all lives. I don't post my life. How about that? Mimi don't post her life. Pineapples don't post her life. So why are y'all bringing up people's names? Y'all post y'all lives. Y'all tell people what y'all names are. Y'all do that. Y'all showing people all your houses. You all do that. We don't do that. So why y'all bringing up our names and bringing up all this other stuff? We are not supposed to be like, that is doxing. Hello? You're a doxer. You dox yourself. You dox yourself. Boo. Let's go.
Other phone has got even more on it. Not running out of content. Your people are harassing me. You're harassing me. Y'all are straight stalkers, don't have a life. But anyway, let's get to it.
Stalkers, girl, I don't know where you live at. I'm not, listen, wherever you live, I'm not coming there. I promise you. I assure you that I'm not, listen, I'm not leaving my home. I'm not leaving my state to go nowhere near you. Okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not calling anybody. I haven't even, some of y'all, to be honest with you, I'm going to be honest. Some of y'all really do need to be, CPS really need to be at some of y'all homes. But I haven't even done that. I haven't even done that. I just talked about it. Because I'm not saying that some of y'all probably don't need to be mothers or whatever, but that is not my place to say whether or not you should be, whether or not, that is not my call to do anything to call the people. Now some people have done that to you all, and it's been your watchers that have done that, not us. Okay? But I have not done that because because I don't think it would be me being biased, to be honest. It will be me being biased. Again, I have not done that. So let's not talk about stalking. Okay? I have not stalked you, don't want to, and I don't know nobody that has. How about that? Okay? But what you're doing right now is not going to help you. I think you think it's helping you, but it's not. Because in the end of the day, there's a such thing as a boomerang effect. Okay? There's a such thing as a boomerang effect. When you do stuff to people that you shouldn't do, it's going to backfire on you. And what you're doing right now, I assure you, it's going to backfire on you. You think you're getting a YouTube check, but you're going, in the long run, because you're exploiting your children, you're exploiting your children in embarrassing ways. They come up here, they look dirty, their hair is not combed. You're not doing anything. You done expose your roaches. You've exposed, you've done wrong by them roaches. You even exposed the roaches. The roaches deserve privacy too, okay? The roaches deserve privacy. The roaches didn't do nothing to you but exist. You're the one that created them because your house was nasty. Okay? Let's go.
So the little message that I just got in my TikTok as always. So now what they do is they want to sit here and say that I'm making it up. So they make accounts using my name Sky. And
Well, Sky, who's doing that? They have to be somebody related to you, Sky, because that person, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So are you trying to insinuate that Mimi did that or somebody else did that? Nobody that is a reactor would want to do that. Just being honest with you. You're the one that's doing that stuff. I believe it's you, and you're just trying to blame a reactor. I believe you're just trying to get Olivia and these other mommies that stink, that just more stanker than you. You're trying to get them to pay attention to you. You're trying to get attention. That's what you're trying to do. I noticed that. So you, because they wouldn't acknowledge you in the chat when you came in there, you started doing this thing right here so you can get some attention. I believe you were doing it, Sky. It is, yeah. Somebody is stalking you. You stalking your own self. That's what's happening. You stalking your own self because you want these mommies, these other mommies, to come together with you so you can start, so you can be a part of the Mommy Honor Game 3.0. That's what you're doing, Sky. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Does everybody agree with that? That's Sky that's doing that, y'all. That's Sky, and Sky having some of her children do that, and she's having that little knucklehead, that little bum, that cuz bum that's living with her. And Sky, we heard you like cousins. He said it out his own mouth that you like cousins. How come you never addressed that, Sky? How come you never told us that, that what he said was a lie or not true? How come you never came up here and addressed that? You want to address everything else but the right things. I want to know about that. I don't want to know about this stuff you talking about. I want to know the truth about this here situation with you and this bum. I want to know what really happened with that. Why did y'all break up? Since he brought it up here, why did y'all break up? Okay? All right. Let's talk about it. Okay? Hold on, I'm trying to read some of these comments. Hold on, y'all can't see. Hold on. Hold on, I went up too far. Hold on. Okay. Probably Yvonne, how you doing, Yvonne? Welcome to McFiggy Palace. She's trying to pick a fight for views. Exactly. I called her a weirdo, okay? Nobody ain't sending this right. Nothing. Sky Roan is a weirdo. She is certainly a weirdo. Sky is lying through that forehead, okay? With that B5 hanging up behind her. Okay? Okay. She ain't got Yvonne LOL, I agree. She has no clue nor a clap back. Exactly. She's not good at clap back, and this clap back is sucks face. Okay. Tracy, these people be lying. Exactly. The lies, the lies, the lies. Okay. Sky, wait a minute, I skipped your comments. Sky having an empty party in a big A forehead. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. And both of these Dusties got a video and lied about what they that sassy Teddy Grams. He looked like Teddy Ruxpin to me. He looked like Teddy Ruxpin to me, said in his live. Both acted like they ain't know what was going on. Exactly. And that's what need to be discussed. I want to have that kind of conversation. I want to know why, what happened with him and his son and you, Sky. I want to know, or were you showing favoritism toward this little boy? Were you mistreating this little boy? Let's talk about that. Was you uplifting your children? And was your children mean to him? Because he sure got up here crying and whining like a little girl. And he said that you were being mean to him and his son. And he had to move back in with his mom, mammy house. And so his mammy probably put him out, which is why he back at your house. Because I know he didn't leave voluntarily. Hey, little boy over there, because you're a child to me. Hey, little boy, I want to know what you have to say. I'm more inclined to understand what you had to say. Okay? What's going on? Is she still mistreating your son? Because if she's mistreating your son, then you don't need to be over there. If a woman mistreats your son, let me tell you something, little boy. If a woman mistreats your child, then they don't love you. Okay? Because you're not supposed to mistreat no children. Okay? So let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation. Okay? I want to have that conversation. That's what I want to have. I don't want to talk about what you have to say about this because we know this is a lie. We don't feel like dealing with you lying and stuff. We want to have a real conversation about you and his kid. We want to know why you didn't like his kid. Were you jealous of his kid? Did you get your tubes tied where you can't have a child and you wanted to have a child too? Is that what it is? Tell us what it is, Sky. Why you don't like this little boy? What did he do to you? Was he mean? Did he do something wrong to you, Sky? We really want to know what happened. What happened, Sky? You ain't gonna tell us, or you want to do this nonsense that you're doing right now? You gonna keep doing this nonsense? I want to talk about that. Can we talk about that, Sky? Okay, let's go.
It's really stupid. Anyway, but of course it's the same person because they don't write any periods, commas, anything into their full paragraph. So in this,
Wait a minute. Did you even graduate from high school? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You trying to talk about somebody? That's you, girl. You wrote that. You wrote that. That's how you talk. Look how you talk. We can tell how you write. Uh huh. Let's go.
message, okay, they have a screen
What
record.
about these ebooks you selling? Let's talk about those ebooks. How are you making these ebooks, Sky? How are you making these ebooks? Let's have that conversation.
Of me fussing at my daughter Maddie in my old apartment, in my roach infested apartment, my roach
You
infested.
do have a roach. You always had a roach infested house. Everywhere you go, you bring the roaches. And then all that stuff that you brought from the I don't even understand why you had a storage. You should have threw all that junk away because none of that stuff was worth you keeping. It just wasn't. It's trifling. Why would you keep any of that stuff that was in your house? None of that stuff was worthy of you cooking. Keep it. Okay? Let's just keep it real. Let's keep the ballistics here. Okay? Let's go.
That's the townhouse is what it says. Telling her if she doesn't get out of my fucking face, I'm gonna cut the camera, or before I cut the camera or something. Boo. Tell my son, tell my you said you don't which is what they say. I don't
Tell you have a very unique. I can tell you have a low IQ and unique. That you really didn't. You still stuck in the high school, or at least you're above Olivia. Olivia's still stuck in junior high, but at least you're above Olivia. But that don't say much. Okay, that don't say much. Let's go.
deleted it. Tell my you don't cuss out your kids or beat your kids. Boo, I don't beat my kids, first of all.
Really?
And I can cuss if I want to. I'm a whole
Obviously you don't do nothing to your children. You don't have any kind of discipline with your children, which is why they're allowed to keep being nasty, which is why your house is always nasty because you don't try to enforce any type of rules or any type of don't do this, don't do that. You don't have any kind your children don't have any kind of discipline because you refuse to discipline them. It's obvious. I don't think you ooze your I think you ooze your children in a different way. I don't think you necessarily lay hands on them, but what I do believe is that you are very mentally abusive toward these children. And I believe that you don't take care of them properly. I don't believe that they always get baths. I think you're neglectful. I think it's more of that. And I think you're abusive with your words and your tone and how you talk to how you speak to your children. But I don't you don't really take care of them. I think it's more neglect. Okay. I think it's more neglect. I mean, because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be always home. It's not, we all sometimes we go through hard times. So I'm not going to say that every time somebody get homeless, they're not a good mom. That's not what happens because guess what? Stuff can happen. Okay, so what I'm not going to do is put people down like that. What I'm going to put down is the fact that you don't want much for your children. What I am going to say is that you lack responsibility and you really need somebody to help and take your money from you and like dish it out to you at a certain point in time. You know, how can you not good with money? You're not good with money management, and you don't know how to clean up. You're not good with cleaning up, and you're not good at maintaining a household. You're probably not really a good mom, though, to be honest. Okay, but I think that's what it is. So, maybe if you can do better at some of that kind of stuff, then maybe your life will be a lot better, right? But because you need somebody to take your money, all of y'all do. You need a manager. You need somebody that's gonna step in that the state maybe pays. I'll do it. I'll be willing to do that for you. Maybe somebody could get paid. The state will pay managers. I think the state need managers to hire managers for these mommies so they can help them to do better things and do better with their lives. I think they would be a lot further along. I think that if the children are going to remain in their custody, then they need a manager. Okay, until they can get to the point where they know how to, and they need to be taught how to spend money because you all don't know how to do that, and that's just it. But I think you're neglectful though. It's obvious because look at the children. I know they stink. Stop playing. I'm going in the bushes and I will continue to listen. I'm tired. I clean my whole entire house and wash the windows and clean the patio. Girl, water, plants. I am pooped. Okay, girl. All right, no problem. Walk. Okay. How you doing, Tracy? Walk. I'm on the same fence in the bush only because of Wendy Woodpecker girl. It's a meal ticket. It's his meal ticket at the filthy dwelling. Right, girl, to live in that EPT girl. Y'all are crazy. She thinks because her kids don't have to do chores that they are spoiled. Exactly. Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. They should do chores though. They should be doing chores. She should have something for everybody to do every day, and everybody should clean up. My husband said, "Well, hey, I'm gonna clean up on Saturday." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna clean up whatever I'm gonna clean up today." You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna be able to clean up a household, clean up with everybody tomorrow because I'm going in my business. Okay. I'm physically going in my business. Sunday. What I say? Saturday. Okay. He said he's doing Sunday. He's gonna do his works on Sunday. I'm gonna do my work today. When I get done eating, I'm gonna start cleaning up. I'm cooking dinner right now. I'm cooking myself dinner right now. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Well, I mean, I have some left over for the family because my husband and my son they already ate. I'm wanting to eat something differently. That's all it is. Okay? But it'll be some left over if they want. Okay, let's continue. Y'all ready to finish? Y'all ready to finish? Let's go. So these kids sleeping in their clothes and waking up and wearing them the same dirty clothes right the next day to school. That is disgusting. And it's a sad case and disgusting to say the least. Okay? That is disgusting. You hear me? Disgusting, Sky. Are you doing that? Are you that disgusting that your children are wearing the same clothes and they're waking up and putting them in? So we can't. So we're not the same. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, Sky. We're not the same. My son wears new clothes. He has new clothes that he wake up in, fresh clothes that's on his door that he has to choose from. He not wearing the same clothes. Okay, he gets his hair cut once a week. Okay, let's have that discussion. He gets his hair cut once a week. My son don't go around looking crazy. Okay, but you don't want to have that conversation, do you? No, you don't. Let's continue. Okay, y'all ready? Walk these trifling and filthy heifers. What are you cooking? I'm cooking. This is like a spinach, like green leafy thingy. It's like spinach and a lot of those green little vegetables. It's like the greens. It's like a lot of greens, right? But I don't know what kind of greens it's on. My husband made this yesterday, so I can't. And that's why I sound like it. But and I'm putting quinoa on top of it, right? And then I got in the oven. I got broccoli. I put quinoa on top of it, okay, y'all. So I got broccoli. You want some quinoa, honey? You want me to leave you some quinoa? Okay. So I got quinoa. I'm putting it on top of it. Okay. And then I got broccoli and tomatoes in the oven, and I want French fries. I know that's a weird combination, but that's just what I got to taste. And I got French fries in the oven. I'm gonna bake it, and then I got broccoli and onions and tomatoes. I was gonna do some carrots, but I didn't think about. I forgot. I can't understand how you doing, Yvonne. I can't understand why these girls don't immediately fold their clothes exactly while it's hot, exactly out of the dryer and put them away. The daughters in the rooms in the closets so they can be in there right and ain't no room exactly because they dirty, Miss Bookie. Okay, did Miss Bookie come here? Hey, Miss Bookie, did Miss Bookie come in? Well, that's just how they are, though, y'all. That's how they get down. That's the get down. They not really responsible like that. Or at least fold them up. At least fold them up and put them in baskets. The ones that need to be hung up is the ones you want to put on hangers straight out. That way you don't have to hang. That way you don't have to hang. That way you don't have to iron them. If you put them straight out the dryer, they won't require ironing. But speaking of which, I need to check and see my dryer done dried. I think. Let me see. I'm gonna put it back in because I want it hot coming out. You know, it's dried. My clothes are dried. Just want it hot coming out so I could fold them fresh. You know what I'm saying? What you just said, girl. But yeah, let's pay attention to that. That's just kind of weird to me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. All right, let's see where we at. Okay, how you doing, Miss Bookie? You always in my bushes. Well, you could come out of the bushes sometime, Miss Bookie. I like you, girl. You can always come out. We like you over here, okay? Feel free to express yourself in these comments. I appreciate you being in my bushes though, but you can always come out, okay? Anytime you want, okay?
Wrong woman. Okay. Or whatever I want to say. So let me go ahead and address that because you can. I don't care about your screen recordings. Bring your screen recordings. I don't care.
But again, I'm still lost in the sauce on why your baby dad, or I mean, not your baby dad, why your fake husband why you ain't addressed your fake husband. I'm still lost on that. What did you say to him? Let's see. Can we have a conversation of when he came back home after disrespecting you and calling you out and going in on you for everybody to see what he said about you? Can you explain what happened with that? That would be really nice if we would find out what happened with that. I think that's more important than addressing the reactors, but that's just my opinion, okay? But let's continue.
I can care less. But one thing about it, my kids tell you I don't beat or abuse my kids. I don't
No,
beat
you
or abuse my kids, honey.
no, you just don't take care of your kids. That's all. You might not beat or ooze your children, but you just don't take care of them. I mean, it's obvious. Sky, come on now. We got to be honest. Did they come? Did they come yet? Because she checked out. Okay. All right. Let's go.
There are times that I get frustrated and I may yell. Oh well, and who cares?
Okay, that's not the issue. I don't care about you yelling at your children at this point. I mean, that ship has sailed. Let's talk about the neglect of the children. Let's talk about how trifling this house is. You know, that's a form of ooze, right? If you talk to I'm sure you have spoken to case managers or case workers, and they have told you that when a house is really nasty, that is a form of what? Neglect. Do you understand that that gets written down in your files? Like you don't care, I guess. It'll say your house is trifling, blah blah blah. You know, it'll tell. And then if the police have to come there, they're gonna write down in the reports, house is nasty, house is filthy. You know, you can tell when children look unfit. You can really tell that when children look unfit and when they're not cleaned and when they're not dressed appropriately, when they're wearing the same clothes when they go to school, like the kids do with food on their clothes instead of washing them. You know, those is definitely forms of neglect, dear.
So they're mine. They're not yours. Because you can't have kids. You're a whole man trying to be a woman. That's why you stalk at me so much. That's why you're so obsessed.
What is wrong? Why you gotta say somebody's a whole man and all this other stuff? They can't have children. Maybe they don't want to have children, right? It's not stalking because people doing reactions on you. That's not a stalking, dear. What stalking is people showing up at your house. Has anybody showed up at your house? Has anybody leaked your information or anything like that? No, you've leaked your own information. That's what's happened.
Of my life because you want to be me. You want to be me.
God, why do you think people want to be you? I am dumbfounded on that.
This is why the reactors are so bent on worrying about my life. You're so worried about my life because obviously I can't have more kids. I don't know what it is. Do you
Uh, Actually, I don't want any more children. It's too much. I mean, I have a choice to have more children. I mean, me and my legal husband came together and we was like, girl, my son is enough, honey. My son is enough. We can't we can't do more than that. That's enough, child. We was going to, but then we changed our minds, child. And it just doesn't make sense to have a whole bunch of children. See, that's a form of neglect too. When you have a whole bunch of children, you can't be everywhere at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You can't do everything at the same time. If you have a gazillion children, how are they going to get the attention and the love that they desire? I'm just asking a question. Okay? Unlike you, because you don't really pay attention to all of your children. It's obvious. Because you don't know what they were in the school. You don't know what they're doing in their classes. None of that. Because you can't do it all. Because it's just you. Because that cuz bum ain't doing nothing.
have kids? You wanted more kids? I got all the kids. You don't. Like, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
And it's not about quality. I mean, it's not about quality. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. Okay, you hear me? It's about quality. Like you have a lot of quantity of children, but they're not quality. And I'm not talking about the children being not quality. Let's talk about what I mean by quality. I mean like their clothes is dirty, their hair is not combed, the house is filthy. You can't get them to follow instructions. They don't listen to you. They don't respect you. I'm just stuff like that. That's just for starters. So when you have that kind of disarray, your man don't respect you. He came online playing on your top, embarrassing you, talking about what you don't do and how filthy and disgusting and how much of a horror you was. So let's not play these games. So there's no respect. Okay. So that at the end of the day, you have to question yourself on that. So, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Haven't you ever heard of that? I would rather have 3 employees who work really hard, that are all in tune with each other. They calling each other, hey, we're going into work. Hey, we're going to do this. Hey, when we have our team meeting, then I have 100 employees that only 2 of them going to do something anyway. Okay. I'm just telling you. So it's about the quality. So nobody's looking for a quantity. Maybe that's your ghetto brain. Maybe that's your ghetto brain thinking that the more children you have, the more it's going to take care of you when you get old and gray. Okay. Don't make me sing Al Green. I won't sing it. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? No. It's about the quality, girl. And you just don't have quality genes. Like, hopefully, and I praise God and I praise some entity or ancestors or whatever you want to say. I hope that your children still become something and leave you in the dust because you ain't gonna do shiggity. You ain't gonna amount to nothing. It's obvious. You prove it every time you open up your giant tuffle of a mouth here. Okay, it's not gonna happen. We know that. Okay? So that's not what we're gonna have. So when you start talking about children, people can't have children and all this other stuff, girl, this is 2025. It is so many ways that people can have children. People can do surrogacy. People can do People can do adoption. People can do fostering. People can adopt. People can do all kinds of things to have children nowadays. People can do insemination. There's so many ways to have children. If somebody wants a child, you can do it. Trust and believe. Don't listen to Sky Wrong because she is dumb. Let's go.
Then y'all want to keep coming for my son. First, you want to see him say my son is lazy. Then you want to see him say my son is gay. First of all, my son's not gay, but even if my son was gay, what business is that?
I don't really care about your son being gay or whatever. If he's gay or not, does not matter to me. But the problem is he does kind of look lazy, but it's not his fault. It's his mammy fault because you don't force him to do anything. Okay? You don't force him to get up off that couch and clean up. Because I've seen your children when everybody's cleaning up or everybody's up looking like they cleaning up. You and he's just sitting there looking at y'all. And you ain't saying nothing to him. So I question that. That's weird. You don't think that's weird? Now, even if your son is like, even if you say, well, today we're gonna clean up. This group of children gonna clean up today. The other group of children gonna clean up tomorrow. That's cool, right? But ain't that what happened? Every time y'all clean it up, that little boy ain't doing nothing. So honestly, it does appear that he's lazy. It does. But so is his mammy. You ain't taught him nothing. To let your house get like that, that's not okay. Why you let your house get like that? Why you showing your son? Why you showing your son in compromising positions any old dang go way? Why is that? Okay, when nobody has nothing to say if we wouldn't see your children, you do understand that, right?
To you. Take a second. What is that? How is that any of your business if my son was gay? Because my son asked for some lip gloss. He's
Um, 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 girl, what? Wait a minute. What? Your son asked for some lip. I mean, come on, Sky. I think that a lot of times y'all like to play around. Why is your son asking for lip gloss? You should tell him no, you can't get no lip gloss. Why would you give him lip gloss? He a boy. He's a boy. Why are you giving him? Why would you give him lip gloss anyway? He a boy. He's a boy, Sky. I mean, whoo, I don't even know what to say. Wow. I mean, why is he asking for lip gloss anyway, though, Scott? Come on, I'm just asking. He don't have any. He don't have no male role models in that house because that man is just as is not no male role model. You know, to help him to understand. Now, when he get grown and old and he decide he want to wear lip gloss, cool. But he wouldn't be wearing no lip gloss now in my house. When he get older, you know, you can love on your child if they, you know, with the LBG community. But at the same time, I think this society is too oversexed. And we're not teaching our children. We need to teach our children less about sex and more about education and becoming something in life. And whatever they decide to do when they get older is going to be on them, right? And you can love them. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to love them, if they want to be a part of a community, let them be a part of that community. That's going to be on them. I'm not, listen, you know, you don't have to do that. That's what you don't have to do. But I think this society is too oversexed. Why are we worried about that kind of stuff at this point in time, Sky? Why did you not tell him no? You ain't get no lip gloss. Get you some chapstick, girl. What's wrong with you? That's weird. That you and why you even address this? This is another means to embarrass your children. You like embarrassing your children. You gotta be kidding me. Again, this is one of them stories that's none of my business. Okay, I'm just gonna politely bow myself out of this conversation, y'all, because this is really none of my business about her son and lip gloss. Okay, let me shut my mouth up. All I'm saying is that the society is too oversexed, and we need more strong male role models in the household of black households, and that's it. And whatever child decide that they want to do when they get 18, after they turn 18, they have every right to do that. But I don't think they should be experimenting now at a young age. That's all. That's all I gotta say. That's it, and that's all. Okay. So let's go.
It's gay because he asked for a lip gloss.
Mhm.
That the case, all my sons ask for lip gloss because first of all, that's all I pretty much buy.
What,
And then my daughters, they
Sky? Why would you just buy lip gloss and you got boys too, though? That's your fault. You got boys in the house and you just buy lip gloss. Why would they want to have? Do you know boys want to have their own chopstick or something? Why would you want your sons to wear lip gloss? See, you pushing that narrative for your children. You know what that's doing. That's the same thing that Jasmine doing, trying to get your children to be over sexualized.
make lip gloss. We don't make chapstick. Every once in a blue moon, I might buy a chapstick. Every once in a blue moon.
Well, why don't you give them a $2 a piece to go buy their own chapstick? Why wouldn't you do that? They're little boys. They need some chapstick. Why would you want your sons wearing lip gloss? That is stupid. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Okay? Right?
No,
Yeah. But yet,
no, that's your fault. Now, what are you doing trying to make your children be gay and wear lipstick? Is that what you're doing? That's abuse too. If they're that way, then they're that way. But why would you buy lip gloss and you got boys? And that's the only thing they got to put on their lips. Why wouldn't you? You know, when you have boys, you gotta have a diverse home. You know, you got your home got to be a little diverse because you have girls and boys. No more. Yeah, if you just have one girl, she should be able to have girly choices too, not all boy stuff. That's a form of abuse. It is. I don't care what you just say.
y'all want to sit here and say my son is gay, but when actually I am the one who used to date females.
So what? So you gonna make your son want to date males because you did it?
And I'm not ashamed about it. I'm not ashamed of it.
I don't think you should be ashamed of anything you've done, right? Everything ain't our business, though. Everything is not our business. The issue is that if you have boys buy lips chopstick, they should have a choice to have chapstick on versus lip gloss, ma'am. Stop over sexualizing your children. That's what you're doing.
I am married to my husband. I am happy now.
Where's the marriage license at?
But oh, we're gonna come for her son. We're gonna come for a child. Oh, and this ain't even just the person who's harassing me. This is the reactors too. They're so called talking about my son too. But let somebody get on here and talk about y'all kids.
Uh, we're not putting our children out here on YouTube. Okay, we're not exploiting our children. A picture or two is enough. Okay, a picture or two is enough. Why do you have to exploit your children the way that you do? You're exploiting your children. You know that, right? This is exploitation. And you're not paying them for their time. They have child laws. Look them up on children working because they're working for you.
Let's not get on here. See, I don't watch y'all channels. Whether
Yes, you do. You do watch our channels because you wouldn't even know what's said if you didn't watch it.
y'all show y'all kids or whatever y'all do, because I know one of y'all got a whole different channel that's your life, or got your kids in it, your daughter or whatever it is in your video. I don't watch yeah.
You sound like you was jealous of somebody having their daughter in their video. Maybe because their daughter was cute. Was that maybe perhaps you talking about? Okay. Because at the end of the day, Sky, it's a difference in exploitation. Okay. You exploit your children. You do. And you're not paying them for it. What do you have to show? What do they have to show for their YouTube career? Heck, what do you have to show for a YouTube career? Okay. So on the terms of somebody talking about somebody's children, I mean, you put them out here. Nobody's really talking about them. It's just the point of look, that's exploiting what you're doing, and it's not fair to. Why would you not buy this boy some chapstick instead of buying him lip gloss? You stupid. What do you call that when you try to when you try to over sexualize your children? What do you call that? Um, I forgot what they call that. You're um you're doing the same thing. You know what Jasmine does, showing the children in a swimming suits and butt shots and stuff. Not just exploitation, but I forgot what they call that. But you do that too, Sky. Nobody wants to see these children like in that position. Really, to be honest with you, Sky, when we look at your videos, we would rather see your children hair combed. We would. We'd rather see them in nice clothes or at least clean clothes. We would like to see them being active, not sitting on the couch.
Channels. So, and even if I did, I'm not going to waste my time, my breath, or anything talking about a child of God, because all kids.
Mm. I don't think all children got child guys. We're not gonna play these games because there's some evil children out here. There's some monsters out here. We're not gonna play these games. Okay? We gotta say it what it is. And it come from the way the mothers cultivated them during birth. That can happen. Do your research.
Are children of God. God put kids here. God put children here. Children are innocent, but you want to
They're
go
supposed to
and
be innocent.
talk about children.
They're supposed to be innocent, but when you have mothers like you and Jasmine and Olivia, they somehow lose their innocence somehow, in some format, because of the way that you all treat them, the way that you exploit them, the way you put them out there for these adults to look at. It's not okay.
Let's talk about children. We know how to get to her. Let's talk about her kids. Let's talk about her kids. Come on now. Come on now.
Why do you think that when your conversation, you think you really be eating? You really think that you really be going in, and you don't. You don't. Um, Here's the deal. Get the boys some chapstick. Get the boys some chapstick. Start buying some chapsticks so all the children can have their own individual chapsticks. Are you that broke that children can have their own chapstick? It's just $1. If you go someplace, it's like $1.25. You could probably get 3 of them. Just buy them some chapsticks. What is the problem?
Then in the little full paragraph that ain't got no periods, commas, question marks, nothing, they said you didn't want to take your daughter to do what she wanted to do for her birthday.
Well, you did, though.
But you want to go and get hibachi and nails. When it clearly states dinner for tonight, that means everybody in my house had hibachi, not just me. And I purchased me some nails because I purchased my daughter some nails because she's going to prom. Is that okay with you? Is that all right?
You act like you really doing it. You're not doing anything. Your child living with your with her uncle. You ain't did nothing. Cut it out. Because she really care about her future and she want to go somewhere in life. Unlike you. You had your chance. You messed it up.
Because we were actually going to go get her nails done. But we saw those nails and she liked it, the nails. She liked it, a set of nails they had there. And I said, well, shoot, since you're going to go ahead and get yours here, girl, I'm going to get mine here too. Matter of fact, I got a whole tub full of nails. Hold on.
I like to go get my nails done. I don't want that. I don't want no Shein nails. Uh-uh.
Honey, come on now. Come on now. We honestly didn't even have to go purchase those. I could have literally painted nails. I could have literally done.
No birthday. She don't want you doing no kitchen stuff. It's her birthday and she going to prom. Nobody want no kitchen stuff the way that you do your nails and the way you do your hair. Nobody want that. Nobody wants that.
Nails, you know. Didn't have to go purchase the nails, but we did. Okay? We had a taste for hibachi because I cook every night, unlike you.
How you know what somebody do? We have home meals every day almost. What you mean? How do you know? You don't know what people do in their house.
You don't cook every night,
How do you know?
obviously. You know? So, your mama cooks for you. Your daddy cooks for you. Or whoever you're living with because you don't pay your own bills. Or for the reactors who live with their husbands and their husband pay their bills. You know?
Wait a minute, what's wrong? If your man, wait a minute, whoa, wait a minute. Are you jealous? Your man's supposed to pay your bills. I mean, he's supposed to be the man of the house. What do you mean? Are you okay? Girl, but why? Because you pay all your man's bills because you taking care of your man and his child. So you wanna indict us because of that, girl? Because you living a miserable life over there? Because you a bum girl? Because you stink? Because everybody you been in a relationship with, you had to pay for and take care of. You have to buy your love. Is that what it is, girl? Are you jealous? No, you jealous. You jealous. I peeped you. You jealous.
But you want to pretend like you don't ever eat takeout. Let's pretend like you don't ever eat takeout. Ever in your life.
Of course I do.
Never.
Yeah, not often though. Every now and then. Sure. I think it's okay to go out with your man and your man to take you out or take you and the family out. It's okay. It's okay because it's not about the food. It's not just about the food, but it's about the experience. Right?
Okay. And I didn't take my daughter where she wanted to go for her birthday. Where was that? Where was it? When was it that I didn't take my daughter where she wanted to go? Because my kids are spoiled. My kids are.
How are they spoiled when you don't give them anything where they wearing nasty clothes to school? Your house is nasty. You're neglectful. How are they spoiled? I'm lost.
Past spoiled. I do. If I don't have the money, I do whatever I can to get the money to make sure my kids have.
It's not about the money. The little stuff that you have, you can take and you can clean it up. The little stuff that you have, you can take and clean it up. You can get them clothes for seasonal clothes. You don't have to be rich, but your children should have clean clothes when they go somewhere. They should have clean clothes when they come up here on the videos. They should, and you should make an effort to see to that.
Have what they want for their birthdays.
No, you don't.
Though I'm not going to take them out to high price places till I get rich.
Are you jealous?
We're not going.
Are you
I mean,
jealous that everybody else does and you can't? So you jealous of that? Wow.
every once in a blue moon, some years, I've taken them to bounce houses and stuff like that for their birthday. But y'all know that stuff get higher and higher every year. Higher, man.
It's not about the money. Again, it's about the quality. It's about the way you treat your children. It's about the way that they look when they come forward. It's not about them having brand new Nikes or Jordans or whatever. It's about that the fact that they come on here clean. It's the fact that they go to school clean. It's about the fact that their hair is cut. You could do that though.
And but I didn't take my daughter where she wanted to go. I didn't take her where she wanted to go for her birthday.
So what? I'm so over you, Sky. I'm so over you because it's not all of that. None of that stuff that you talking about means anything. What means more is the fact that you buy lip gloss for your sons instead of buying them chopstick. I mean, lip chop, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Why they can have regular stuff to put on their lips? Why they have to wear lip gloss? You know that's crazy. Why are you buying lip gloss for your sons? Why aren't your children clean? Those issues. Answer that. Your children are not clean, Sky. Okay? Not clean. They are not clean. I'm done, y'all eating, okay? All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I neglected the chat. I apologize. Okay. Wait, let me drink some stuff real quick. I gotta take his food down. Okay? That's the issue. Okay? Where my stuff at? Oh. Hey, let me put some more ice in my coffee. Let's let her talk while I do that.
But what you're not realizing is I'm with my kids every single year for every single birthday. Have never missed a birthday. But they daddies miss every year.
The problem is that you're not doing nothing with your life. And you're not making them do anything with their life. That's the problem. You can still be on YouTube, but after you done moved into this new place, you should have a lot more going for yourself. You really should.
Every year. I make sure we do something for their birthday every.
So what? What about the quality? What about the quality of their upbringing? What about the children, the house getting cleaned? What about you doing something like going back to school and getting some type of trade? Because in your state, I know that they have something free that can have you to do, like becoming a welder. Like one of my children is a welder. Okay. One of my children is a welder. Why don't you go back to be a welder or something? You know, welders make pretty good money. Excuse me. There are many things that you can do with your life, Sky. There's many things that man there, he can go back and become a welder too. It's many things. You don't have to always go to college. You can go to a trade school. They have plenty of free things in your city, in your state, that they could provide for you, and they can provide daycare. Why don't you take advantage of some of those programs instead of sitting your flap jaw butt on here, that flat forehead, that big old forehead of yours, instead of sitting on here arguing with people about what you don't do or what you do? Why don't you get a trade or some type of education and better yourself and do something that's going to matter, something that your children can be proud of? Do you think your children are proud of you and where you are now? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Forget anybody else. I'm talking about your children. Do you think your children are proud of you? Let me answer that. No, they're embarrassed. Okay?
Year. Oh, and I'm such a bad mom.
You should stop making that face. That's not helping your looks. Listen. And in the fact that you don't have loyalty on this man. He said you was talking to your cousin. He said he wasn't your cousin. He said you was talking to another one of your cousins. So you like sleeping around with your cousins, girl? That's your bloodline. What's wrong with you, girl? So I have to ask you a quick question. Why don't you get concerned and worry about taking care of yourself and taking care of your children, making sure they go to school looking presentable? Why don't you think about coming up here and looking presentable? Look at all that black, look at all that dark, look at all that dirt around your neck. Let's talk about that. Look at this dirty neck of hers. Her neck is dirty, it's filthy, it's disgusting. Look at her lips. Girl, your lips is ash. You look like Ashy Larry. No. No, you can't do that. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh my goodness, no, no. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's react on that. Let's talk about that you don't have no pride in yourself and that you don't love yourself enough to come up here looking presentable. And your man don't love himself either, because look how he come up here looking. He don't come up here looking like he love you. He's a representative of you. And look how he looks when he comes up here. I'm not talking about him being fat. I don't care about him being fat. He could lose weight. That ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? He could lose weight if he really wants to, right? You know, he could be healthy. He can get healthier. We're not talking about that. I'm not going to talk about your weight, because you can always lose that and get healthier. I don't want to be nasty towards you, okay? But I'm asking you real things. It's about the quantity. It's about the quality, not the quantity. It's about you caring enough about yourself and doing what you're supposed to do and doing what you have to do to make your life better. Okay? It's about you doing that. Are you doing that, Sky? Let me answer for you. No, you're not. You're not, Sky. You're not even taking pride in yourself. You don't have pride in yourself whatsoever. You don't care about your health. You don't care about how you look. You don't care about anybody else's feelings. Maybe your children having a bad day, they don't want to be filmed. You study throwing them in films. You study making them come live. They're not presentable. This is on the internet forever. Okay? Let's go.
That's what it said in the beginning. I should have not even deleted it, because I wasn't going to make a video. Because like they said, I'm running out of content. That's why I make the videos. No, I'm not. I'm not running out of content. I have more content.
You are running a content. Y'all understand? Y'all listening to Peaches. Peaches' life ain't all that great either. I don't care how much money she make. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. She's another one that don't love herself. That she come up here looking like a slave. You look like a slave too. Look at your neck. Look at all that dirt. Look at all that dirt around your neck. Why don't you go to the doctor and find out, do you have thyroid issues or something? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some real deep, dark seated issues. Right, chapstick. Yeah, buy a lot of chapstick. Right, exactly. Sky, you are weird. For real. You're right. Chapstick don't cost that much. You can get it at Dollar Tree and buy a whole box of it. Girl, I had to keep buying it because my son lips be dry too. Okay? He don't ask for no lipstick, lip chap. He don't ask for no doggone chapstick. He don't ask for no lip gloss. He used to call it lip chop. It was he was little. He's like, lip chop, mommy. Give me some lip chop. My lips is ashy Larry. No, that don't make no sense. That is weird. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You're exploiting your children. Grooming. Thank you, Darla. See, Darla, thank you, Darla. You know what I was trying to say. You're grooming your children. You're grooming them to be to be something else that they was not supposed to be. That's what you're doing. You are grooming your sons. You are sick. They sick. Grooming. Look. Before you go. Okay, you gotta get okay. Okay, I was gonna tell my son. I mean my husband, not son. I was gonna tell my husband this, so I can. So if I'm tripping, I want to ask him from a male standpoint. If I'm tripping, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm being. Do y'all think I'm tripping when I talk about this? Okay. So this girl says this woman says she don't buy her son's lip chapstick. She buys them lip gloss. Is that crazy? Yes. You see what I'm saying? Then you don't do that. You cook boiled fish and fried fish. It's a wrap, okay? Right, girl. I just made some good food. I mean, I left some for my husband and them, but they wasn't. They was eating something else, man. Girl boys. Huh? You trying to make it girl boys. Girl boys. Oh Lord. Well, that's not okay. That's grooming them. That's disgusting. Why are you doing that? If they want to be that way when they get older, if they 18, they have a right to do that. That's what they want to live. They want to live that type of life. That's cool. I mean, that's what they want to do. But what I'm saying is, why are you pushing them to that? That's grooming them. That's the same way. It would be the same way Jasmine does when Jasmine puts pictures, put these girls on crop tops and she's showing their buttocks and just weird stuff that she does. That's not okay.
Still ain't emptied out this phone that I need to protect.
Oh, go get some chapstick. You talking about you wear you got lip gloss. Why you ain't got no lipstick or lip gloss on them dry ass lips of yours looking like Ashy Larry somebody? Girl, oh, you look like you look like a gremlin. Girl, you look like that gremlin with that lipstick on and the hair pulled all the way back. The wig was pulled all the way back. That's what you look like. You look like that gremlin that was powering people. Let me find this gremlin. That's what you look like. Hold on. I got you. Hold on.
Okay. But yet, and then the dummy admits, they have admitted to me who they are. They tell me that they are the ones that's harassing me in every single email. They are the ones that's harassing.
When would somebody admit to doing that? Girl, what is wrong with you? You know ain't nobody admitted to nothing. Cut it out. Well, they dumb. If they admitted to something, they are dumb. Girl, ain't nobody called. It's some if you believe that, you are so stupid. You know what? Please don't sell on ebooks. Let me tell you, if I'm gonna, you know what, somebody's gonna buy your ebooks and they're gonna give it to me. And I'm going to Google your ebooks. And if I found that your ebooks is written in a place that I know that you probably done did, I'm gonna expose you. Should you want to do that? Should you want to expose people? Okay. Stop playing with us over here.
Me on every single TikTok page that they're making. They are the ones.
Why did you take a bath today? What is that around your neck like that? Why is you got a ring around the neck, girl? Oh my God. Go get your thyroids checked.
That are cash app me $1 and her
All this dirt around her neck. Oh my God. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this dirt around her neck? Oh my God, Sky, are you okay? This is what I'm talking about. Don't come up here talking about somebody jealous of you. Girl, you look crazy. No, I'm serious. I'm serious, Sky. You can Sky. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sky. Sky. No, ma'am. Girl, what do you have that I want? I don't even want Section 8 because they be on you. That's all for y'all. I saved that. That'll add to your meal, right? You're welcome, sweetheart. Because I just had a taste for what I had taste for, and I said, well, I'm gonna leave something for y'all. That's gonna be my only meal today, y'all. Man, I'm gonna take some sea moss. I'm gonna start doing sea moss two days, 2 times a day, and I will do some spirulella as well every day. So I'm gonna get back on my herb regimen because sometimes I show out. I know as a herbalist, I have to take care of myself, and sometimes I get into a habit of taking care of everybody and their mama, but then I'll be slacking up on taking care of myself. Okay, so I got to get back on that. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let's continue. Okay, let's continue.
Harassing me in my Cash App. You know? Um, but the reactors want to keep coming for me. Y'all had a problem when I was homeless. When I had nowhere to go but to my mama's house. When I was sleeping in my van in the back of my mama's house. Now y'all got a problem.
That's kind of weird, though. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. And there's nothing wrong with van life. I see a lot of people do van life or whatever. I think it's cool. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it, but I think it's cool. I got too much stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I got way too much stuff. Like I be wanting a small part of me want a tiny home, but I think what it is I want a house, right? I want a particular house. And I want to have a tiny home on top of that, and that's what I would like to have my business run out of. That's just my what I would like. That's just something. That's like that's like a dream come true for me. But I build a tiny home with multiple tiny homes connected, and I would really like to get some land and then just put all my children, all of us be on the same land, all my children, and people could come that for the family. You understand what I'm saying? I would like to do something like that, and I would like my bio mom to have her own little tiny house, and then have her on my land, and that I don't know, just dreams of mine. And I would like my father, and just I don't know, I got weird dreams. But I'm just saying, but golly, so I'm not knocking her living, staying in the back of her van, but it's just kind of weird that she had to do that because of the fact that she had that ninja there instead of him just living at his mama's house. You know what I'm saying? Until y'all got yourselves together. You know what I mean? That you had to sleep in a van, you was stinking, y'all was sweating. It's just come on now. Like it's just oh, I don't know. I just think your man is a bum. That's all it is. It's not the fact everybody get on hard times at times, y'all. It's hard for everybody, right? But we pushing through it, y'all, right? Everybody, we pushing through these so-called hard times. We're pushing through this. We're getting through this. We're doing great, y'all. But still, everybody, I'm talking about everybody in this chat, we doing really good. Everybody in the palace, everybody, y'all are doing really good. Okay, we pushing through this. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this, and we're gonna learn some lessons here. And then we're gonna come out on top. We're almost close to the horizon of coming on top, okay? We all are, okay, y'all? I believe it. I know that for a fact, okay, y'all? We're doing really good. We're doing good on our jobs, our businesses. For everybody that's retired, y'all doing really good to be retired. You know what I mean? Y'all doing really good. You need that rest. You've been working all your life, okay? So I'm not gonna put you down, Sky, for that. But what I am gonna say is just a crying shame that your man didn't help to try to get you into something better. He should have been working. He should have been working 3 or 4 jobs. You should have been working 2. If your children was at home with your mama was willing to take your children in, then you should have been working 2 to 3 jobs to get your children and yourself out of this situation. That's the issue. That's what everybody was clowning you for, to be honest. Okay. And if y'all was gonna sleep in the back of your mama's in your van in your mama's backyard, and you shouldn't have clowned your mama. That's why people clowning you, because your mama was gracious enough to let your children come and stay there. Okay, she didn't have to do that. She could have just made y'all be homeless, but your mother took you in, and the least you could have do is say thank you, ma'am. Okay, you are ungrateful little bee. You are the little bumblebee that you are. Okay, you could at least did that. Secondly, people have an issue with, your arrogance. You're very cocky for somebody that don't have a window, don't have nothing. Let's just say that. I was going to go there with you, but don't have nothing, okay? And then the fact that you talk about other people when you don't have nothing. Focus on your whack content. That's what you need to do. Focus on your whack content. Only reason why people are watching you now because you're talking about reactors. That's the only reason why any of you watch any of you all, because you are talking about reactors. Just do your content. If you're a content creator, then the doggone it, create content. Let's see some content. Let's, in the words of Jasmine Ugly Dukes, let's see some D. And I mean D for defense. Let's see some defense to our offense. Let's see some defense to our offense. Okay? Let's see you get up here and put out great content. Let's see you getting great things for your children. Let's see you getting beds for your children. Let's see you combing your children's hair and they going to school looking nice. Let's see the children having clean clothes. Let's see you not giving your sons lip gloss. Let's see you buying them a whole bunch of packs of lip chapstick. Let's see you combing your hair and taking pride in yourself. Let's see a loving couple who loves each other. Let's see that kind of content. If you're worried about putting out good content, let's see no bugs on the floor and all over in your house. Let's not look at all this negativity that you want to put out. So we don't have to talk about it. But apparently you put out this negative content because you want people to talk about it so you can create a shock value. So you can create shock, content, because you want everybody to notice you and how trifling you are. So you get what you get because this is what you put out. Okay? So please shut up.
Problem because I got a place. Now y'all got a problem with my son who has said nothing to you guys. You have a problem with him. When y'all not realizing that your husbands, your sons, your uncles, all of them is in the closet. Honey, you want to say talking about my son?
Okay, so because you buy your son's lips gloss, everybody else got to be a part of the rainbow community. Come on, Scott, cut it out. Everybody in the world is not a part of the LBG, the alphabet people community. Everybody's not a part of that community, and that's fine. Whether people are a part of that community or not, I don't discriminate. I'm not going to be nasty towards somebody because they're a part of the community, or if they not is or will be, it does not matter. That's irrelevant. Okay, but you understand that it's insulting to both ends. It's insulting to the LBG community for you to say what you just said. That's insulting to them to put straight or heterosexual people in their community that's not a part of that community, right? And it's insulting for us to be labeled in a part of that community if we're not a part of that community. That's anybody, okay? That's anybody. Nobody wants to be mislabeled. That's what it all boils down to. So if I'm a woman or a lady, I don't want to be called a man. That's insulting. You understand what I'm saying? That's insulting. I don't want to be called something that I'm not. That's anywhere. I don't want to be called something that I'm not. Do you understand that? Do you understand how that works? It's insulting for people to be called something that they're not. And that's it. We can all coexist in the world, right? And not be hateful toward each other. The issue is that if your sons right now, because they're young, they're youthful, why would you force them into going in a community that they're not a part of at this particular time? Because they're just children. Okay, they have a right to decide on where they want to go and not you forcing them to go there. No more than you're trying to force our sons and our daughters and our uncles to be a part of a community that they're not. So stop mislabeling people. Stay in your place. Okay, because you are a part of community, or you were a part of that community. You can't put everybody in the category as such. That is what disrespectful. And I want you to work on not doing that. That's what something you have to do. And you have to really understand you're not educated enough to label that. That's disrespectful what you just did. Okay, no more. And that's why I don't go. I'm not nasty toward anybody of any other community. I'm not nasty toward the white community, LBG community, the Korean community, the Asian community, or any other community, because that's not right. Now I might say we all joke and we all have fun, but it's just some things we just don't have to do. Okay, so what I want you to do is look at yourself in the mirror and be true to yourself. Okay, just understand that that's not right what you're doing. You can't justify it over here. You can try to say this person is this or this person is that. You're mislabeling your sons. That's what you're doing. You're trying to put them in somewhere they don't belong in. Treat your sons correctly. Treat them right. They deserve to have a mother who loves them, who will accept them for being whoever they are. Okay, not forcing them to be a part of a community that they don't even understand at this point in time. You're trying to force your sons into doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing at this age. Children should not be thinking about sex at this point in time. You do understand that, right? You know that's not okay. You know that's a part of abuse. You do get that, right, Sky? You understand that? Okay, let's continue.
My son is not gay. My son has a whole girlfriend.
Okay, so if he has a whole girlfriend, which is great, but at the end of the day, you still over sexualizing him. It takes more than a notion to just go to Dollar Tree and spend that dollar and go get everybody lip chapstick. Even the girls need chapstick sometimes. Sometimes wearing lip gloss could also break your lips out if you buy fake lipstick, because sometimes the chemicals that be in those things can break you out. So why don't you give? And then the little girls need to put the chapstick on over their lips before they even put the lip gloss on in the first place. So why don't you go as a mother, do your due diligence, and go get them some chapstick for everybody, including your dry lip self. Okay? Because your lips are what? Dry. They dry.
I've met her. I've interacted with her.
So why are you trying to prove to us about your son sexuality? How old is your son? Let's talk about that, girl. I don't want to hear about your son and his girlfriend. Isn't he too young to have a girlfriend? How old is he? And if he can't clean up his own dang on room, why does he need a girlfriend? If y'all not able to maintain that house, don't nobody need to be in no relationship with nobody, including you. Okay? Because you ain't got sense enough to clean up your own dang on house, but yet you want to over sexualize your children. Where they do that at? Taught your son got a girlfriend, but he wears lip gloss. What's wrong with you? What are you talking about? You don't even know what you're talking about. You're just saying any old thing. I don't care about your son being what sexuality is. I just know that that's not right that you buying him lip gloss instead of just buying him chapstick. You should buy chapstick for everybody. Before the girls even put the lip gloss on, they need to be putting that chapstick on first to begin with. That lip gloss be breaking you out. Especially if you getting buying that little cheap lip gloss, and I suspect that you buy. I promise you, I feel like you buying a little cheap lip gloss anyway, because that's how you get down. Because you're cheap.
Oh, but you want to talk about somebody being gay, baby? Talk about me. Yes, I used to like females.
Okay, so what? I mean, that's fine. Nobody's putting you down about that. Who cares? That's between you and whatever women that you were with. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. The point is that stop buying them lip gloss. That's just the bottom line. Buy them some chapstick. That's it. Why we keep having this conversation? Let's deal with that. Because you're grooming them. Now, if you know the little boy is straight, you know, you just said he has a girlfriend. So if he has a girlfriend, why are you buying him lip gloss? You trying to force him into wanting to wear lipstick? Girl, are you crazy? Now you got a mental problem.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And if I wasn't married, I'd still be with him. Yep. Sure would.
Okay.
Yes.
Again, that's none of our business. See, this is what I don't understand about y'all. Y'all come up here, y'all tell us all y'all business, and then tell us it's none of our business. Stop telling us your business and we won't know. We're not going to look for it. Stop telling us your business. I don't want to know. Some things is just your business. It's your business. It's your business. It's your business. That's none of our business. I don't care what you like or who you like. It does not matter. It's none of my business. Okay? It's none of my business. Stop telling me things that's none of your business. That's none of our business. None of our business. We're just reacting on your videos. We're reacting to what you put out. That's all I want to do. Let me say what I want to do. I just want to react on what y'all put out here. That's it. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. Your point. I'm not ashamed of that. And if my son was gay, I would not be ashamed. Come on.
Okay, cool.
We're in the
Right. I understand we're in 2025 before you say anything. Right. But the bottom line is stop buying them lip. Deal with that factor. Deal with the fact that you're grooming them. So he's a straight heterosexual little boy as of right now. Why would you buy a straight heterosexual little boy lip gloss? Why? And it's in, you don't think his mama, I mean his girlfriend mama or his girlfriend ain't watching this. You know how embarrassing that is that he gotta ask for something, ask for some lip gloss. Do you think that's okay, Scott? Seriously. Are you crazy?
new we're in a what is it? In this day,
You take too long to explain your point. You're not really saying, you're not giving us any vital points. You're not breaking anything down. You're not saying anything that we're finding educate. You're not educating us. You're not schooling us. You're not doing none of the above. Okay. The bottom line is, Sky, is do better. Nobody's jealous of you. Nobody wants your man. Girl, he's crusty. Just like you. You crusty. Nobody wants you. Get your life together. Period. Stop giving your sons lip gloss. That's the bottom line. If that's a heterosexual little boy, why are you giving him lip gloss? You got to ask yourself that. Why are you trying to groom your children? You're no better than Jasmine. Grooming them girls. Grooming them little girls so men can see. Okay? So that's what we're not going to do. We're going to stop lying. You're gonna stop lying because we're tired of it. We're tired of you coming up here acting as if you're not doing some of the things that we're saying you're doing. You're doing it. It's clear. You just admitted it.
in time, being gay
Oh my,
is not a
again, girl. So you're punishing these little boys because they want to be heterosexuals. You're punishing them by buying them lip gloss. Is that what you're doing? You punishing them because they don't, because you're trying to humiliate. You're doing a humiliation ritual. Is that what you're doing, girl? You're doing a humiliation ritual with these children? Is that what you're doing? I'm just asking a straight up question. Answer me. And please stop making this face.
hiding thing. It's not a be ashamed of thing. I would never, if any of my kids wanted to be gay, I would never.
Hey, so I think we already cleared that up. Okay, stop doing. If you whether they are or not, it does not matter. Nobody cares. It's 2025. This is like such a period where nobody really cares. This is a melting pot. Everybody has a right to be and think the way that they are, as long as they're not hurting anyone, as long as they're not grooming people to be something that they're not. And that's on many levels. Because some parents do have a habit and a bad habit of doing that, of grooming children for their own self-proclaimed agenda. And that's not okay. And that's what you're doing. So leave these children alone on that. Buy them some regular chopstick. Go to the Dollar Tree and go get it. Or get them the money, and the next time they're in there, tell them to go buy it. Do it. We're not gonna have this whole life based off another community like that, because anytime we start talking and having these conversations on this, we upset some people in other communities, and I don't need that. Okay, so why are you even having this conversation on here? Because you're also trying to get the LBG community to go after whoever you're talking about. That's what this is. But instead, because sometimes people can't open their eyes to see the agenda that some people are playing. Okay, it's bigger than just this community. It's bigger than that. It's an agenda. Certain people have an agenda to destroy destroy things. Without me I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna be quiet. But let's just say that. So, is that part of your agenda? Because it sure seems like it. And if I were you, I would just be quiet and move along. Move along. All right, y'all. I done ran my gums for so long. And I appreciate I didn't get to none of your comments hardly, because y'all know I'm in the process of folding up these clothes. And I do apologize. Next time, I promise I would do more interacting, but it was just like he claps back right, so corny and lame. Yeah, her clapbacks are definitely corny and lame. How you doing, Alexandria? Hey, y'all. Hey, Lord, Mega Divine, Mega Mind, girl. She is comical and gross, girl. Okay, she is. Okay, how you doing, Virgo doll? Virgo doll, are you a Taurus? Did you tell me you was a Taurus, Virgo doll? Okay, let me put this out before I get out of here, okay, y'all? Everybody that's a Taurus, please inbox me on my IG, or inbox in this comments whether or not you're a Taurus, because we're gonna do a Taurus party starting Taurus season, because we're gonna honor the Tauruses. And I know some of y'all are like, but my zodiac is Aries. Why you want to honor me? Because I'm a Taurus. Okay, I love you, Aries. Though I do have a lot of Aries in my family. Okay, I love y'all. Y'all are very chill, but we're not doing it. If I was an Aries, it'd be different. So if you are a Taurus, please hit me up in some way. If it's just on this platform, cool. You can go to my website, say you're a Taurus, and we will talk about it, because we're going to be doing some things with the Taurus this month. Okay, we're going to honor some things with the Taurus month. You might get something free for the Taurus month if you're a Taurus. Okay, so anyway, I do love y'all and I do appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming to my platform and keeping up with your notifications and showing me love. It's so important. Thank you so much. I'm going to work on my building my playlist tonight. So please keep your notifications on and make sure that you check me out when I'm live, okay? Because we done with Sky Wrong, girl. Who the blank is this? Sky. Girl, ugly Sky. And I don't think she ugly for real. I just think her attitude sucks. I think she's a nasty person on the inside. I could tell. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for me. All right, y'all. I gotta get done with my household. And it's gonna kind of slow me down if I just sit in here, because I have to watch the chat. And it's not right that I don't that I don't interact with you all. Because I feel bad that I stopped interacting with you all, because I'm folding up these clothes and I'm trying to get all these clothes washed out, and I'm trying to do my deep clean today. I promised myself I was going to do necessary parts in the house, and I'm going to let my husband do his half tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do my stuff. Okay. But anyway, if y'all need any herbs, if y'all need any candles, if you need ritual work or anything like that, chakra cleanse, you need readings, tarot card readings, or just regular energy readings, I do those too. Or if you want a tea tree reading, let me know. I got you on that. If you need some candles to make your house smell even more wonderful than it already smells, I do have candles for you. If you need a candle, a solid color, I got you on that too, okay? If you need, just tell me what you need. I more than likely got it. If you need some jewelry, I got you, okay? If you need a notary, I got you. Okay, if you need a business plan for your business, or you need some business ideas, I got you. If you need a new website, I do that too. Whatever you try to do, just hit me up. I'm sure I do it. If I don't, I can point somebody out that do. Okay. All right. I do appreciate y'all though. Okay. I'm gone, y'all. All right, let me make sure that I cleared everything up. Did I clear up the desk? Okay, how you doing, Oshun? Welcome to Meek Flicky Palace. Okay. All right, y'all. Dr. A, what you say? Dr. A, her name is Gertie. Grimbalina. Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy up in here. Mm-mm-mm. All right, y'all. How you doing, Carmen girl? You missed a lot. Well, girl, there's always the replay. You can always go and listen to the replay because I wasn't just putting her, I know sometimes I come up here and I'll roast, but I really didn't do a lot of roasting today. I really did more conversation about why she doing this stuff that she's doing. Okay. I did a little roasting, just a tad bit, not more, not a lot, but more of a commentary today, y'all. Okay. Now turn on your notifications. I more than likely will be live. Make sure y'all support all of the good sis in this community. Make sure y'all support them. Make sure y'all go check out their channels. Y'all know these are my favorite girls now. Go back and watch their channels. Go back and support them. Go show them some love because they show me love. And anybody that show me love, I'm going to show them right back. I don't care whether people like them or not, but they show me love, I'm definitely going to show them back. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I got to go. See y'all later. Peace out, y'all. Oh, Monica. Hey, Monica, girl. Hey, Monica. I saw you just coming in. Okay, girl. All right. I'll see y'all later. I'll catch y'all live. Okay. It's notification time.